Speaking of humility, you wrote the humility imperative. How did humility become such a central philosophy for you? And why do you believe it's essential for leadership?
And the way I'll think about it here is we do a lot of work, and you and I did some of this together. You have to build up your skills to be a leader. There's all kinds of leadership tasks and skills and things we try and build up. When I got fascinated with humility, I was on a journey learning a lot of those skills, right? And I loved reading leadership biographies. But what I always saw was that a lot of leaders built up all those great skills and then had some sort of self inflicted wound where they made it to the top, but then they couldn't stay there, right? And a lot of times it came down to ego and arrogance and a little bit of hubris. And so I was like, what good does it do us to build up all those great skills and to finally get to that spot where you could have maximum impact and then have it be so short lived, right? And so humility fascinated me in that way. It's not about being meek, right? It's not about being a doormat. It's about having perspective and lowering the ego quotient in what you're doing so that the mission of the organization or the mission of your team can really take center stage, right? So he says in Good to Great that it's not that level 5 leaders are not ambitious. They're incredibly ambitious, but they're ambitious for their cause, for their organization. I started using the word zealous. You and I have talked about this. They're zealous for something that isn't necessarily themselves and their own ego. And I think that solves a lot of problems in teams and organizations when people really get a genuine sense that you're out for their good and you're out for the organizational good rather than it's about me and me as the leader maybe shining.